Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Today I have another look for you using ColourPop's Jelly Much eyeshadows. I did purchase 3. Now I have another video with a tutorial using the copper colour, which is called Short Circuit, so I'll link that towards the end of this video for you. But today I'm using the Once and Floral, so it's a pink look. So if you'd like to see how I achieved this and my thoughts on the product itself, then just keep watching. These are the swatches on my hands here. So that's the Short Circuit, which is a true copper colour. And this is Ventura, which is a white with a mauve hue through it. And this is the Once and Floral for today. Now when you actually first put that on, it does look really quite copper, the same as the Short Circuit, but then it changes to a pink. Now I've already gone ahead and primed my eyes. I've used a Fenty Beauty Pro Filter, which I'm finding is probably the best eye primer I've used so far. But you do need to let that set by itself. I haven't actually set it with any makeup or any eyeshadow or powder, but I have tapped that off and just let it sit for a few minutes. So I'm going in first up with a NYX single in Gumdrop, which is a light pink on my Sigma E40, just in that transition area. So high up and into the crease and down into the outer corner there. And right down into the inner corner. So I'm going into the Huda Beauty palette and I'm using Flamingo, which is the bright pink there, on a Dose of Colours blending brush. And just on the tip of the brush, tap off any excess. And because I've got hooded eyes, I always like to look down and actually place that brush right above my eyelid there so I can actually see the colour. I'm just going to do a tiny little flick at the end there. So I'm just taking that initial brush with no extra colour on it and just blending the very, very edge of that deeper pink Flamingo. So I'm going in now with Maneater from the same palette from Huda Beauty, and I just want to go into the very outer corner and up into the crease a little. And just blend that across onto the lid. Now I'm just pulling that colour, no extra colour on the brush, but I'm just pulling that across into the crease, probably about halfway. And I'm just blending that up and out on the very corner. I just keep going back in and placing colour until you're happy with the intensity. And then I'm just going back in with the second brush I used with Flamingo, and I'm just going to blend out that very corner and the edge there. Okay, so we'll get into the ColourPop Jelly Much. This one is Once and Floral. Now I did demonstrate this on my last video where I used the Short Circuit. The way that I actually have to get this out is with a tissue, because I cannot get my fingers down inside onto that little lip to actually lift that up. So grab a tissue, it just gives a little bit extra texture. Now a lot of the product does come out on the lid, so I'm going to use the product off the lid. I'm going to try my little sponge today. Again, I used it the other day. It's just great for liquid products or cream products. It's like using your finger. So I'm going to go in and pop that in and put most of the colour basically in the middle there. And then go in and bring that up from the inner corner. Now if you've ever put your fingers in jelly, that's exactly what this consistency is like. It's absolutely beautiful. It does go on and feels really cool going on. And the application is really quite easy. Oh, this is going to be really a messy product for me. Having to go in there and lift that lid up like that every time and having the product on the lid kind of just annoys me a little bit. Okay, so I'm going back in with the Dose of Colours blending brush and Flamingo. I'm just going over that edge. And then back in with a little bit of Maneater on the outer corner there. So I'm just going to go back into Maneater on a Dose of Colours flat definer brush. I'm just going to pop some on the outer corner there. Quite close to the lash line. And then lastly, on a Real Techniques shading brush, going back into Flamingo and just blending that colour out with Flamingo. I'm just going to grab that initial brush that I had for the transition and just go back into Gumdrop and just blend again around the very edge of everything. Okay, so I'm going in with Marc Jacobs Highliner gel in Fine Wine on the waterline. So just going in with Anastasia's Dip Brow in Blonde on an angle brush. Now I'm doing this because sometimes I feel like my brows are just a little bit patchy. So I've already laid the pencil down before I started my makeup. And yeah, sometimes, as you know, brows drive me crazy. You can have a good day, a good brow day, and then a disastrous brow day the next day. And I don't know why. Okay, going in as always with my Rimmel Brow This Way, which is a matte cream pencil on an angled brush, and just tidy up just underneath the brows there. That first transition colour is going up quite high and it's quite light, so I don't really need too much of this. I just want to sharpen up the edge of that brow there, with the tail, and just blend that down into that transition colour. I'm really having a bad brow day today. Okay, for the last little bit of colour, I'm going in with Angelic from the Huda Beauty palette, which is a pinky rose gold colour. So I'm just going to tightline with Marc Jacobs Blacquer Highliner Gel Eyeliner. So I'll go ahead and do my mascara and some lashes and pop some lippy on, and I'll be back to talk to you. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I'm just not convinced. I don't know if I'd buy it again. It is pretty. The other colours are pretty. I've still got one look to do with Ventura, which is the white with the mauve hue through it. But I've got plenty of other colours there that are very, very similar and that give me a bit more vibrancy on the lid than this is doing. This to me is a very pretty colour, but it's just flat. It seems flat to me. So if you did like this look today, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the section below whether you've got any Jelly Much eyeshadows and whether you feel the same way about them as I do. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the notifications bell so you're notified when I do upload more content. Keep being the best version of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.